Hello, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. I found for my daughter this Mercedes-Benz right here. It was a trash find. I figure, you know what, it looks pretty good. I mean, the seat is missing one of its hinges. Kind of swings up a little, and then you're right in here to work on everything. Now, the steering wheel, of course, is missing the fastener to lock it. That's one of the things I'm going to have to work on here. Get the front end. Okay, so the steering wheel will work when I'm ready. So we'll put that at the bottom. The one thing I noticed, the wheel, as I'm stepping on the gas, so maybe, who knows, maybe the gears are no good. Let's get in and take a closer look. Oh, how's this thing come up? That was easy. Not as easy. My daughter's gonna love when this car's up and running for her. Okay. First things first, let's get this battery unplugged. So in case I hit something electric, as I'm okay, there we go. Come on off. Yeah, I might end up breaking it. I'm good at breaking things by accident. So even disconnect the motor for now. I don't want to, just in case I do break it. And these can't be too expensive, these little motors. There's not much to it. Okay, so I decided I was going to grab another tool, and let's see. Yeah, that'll make it easier, because this came off. This looks a little tight, so if I lift it up a little, now it should go through. Well, maybe not. So to remove this piece, push down here, and then, okay, that's out. I mangled it a little bit, but it's okay. Let's put that down there so I don't lose it. So we have a battery. Let's put things back together so we can test with everything showing. Okay, so let me get the needle probes on here. First things first, just make sure I have good voltage from my battery. Red. Let's go. Volts AC, let's go DC. And we have 6 volts. 6.2 volts. Right here. So we have power from here out. Now this little motor, I don't see any markings on it to let me know its amp rating. But let's just see. What kind of amps is this little motor pulling? Red's my hot. I mean, let's see. Are either the wheels against anything? They should be free to spin. You could see the motor. You could actually see it spins. So let's see, what is our amp draw on our motor? 152, it drops down to 0. Okay, well, it's absorbing power. Let's check the gears out, see if they're completely stripped. That's probably why this got thrown away. But I have to say, this came from Upper Saddle River, which is one of the few reasons why I decided that I should pick it up and take it. Because a lot of people up there throw things away. Just throw them away because they don't want to waste their time. They don't want to deal with trying to get rid of it. Okay. Now we're upside down. Let's see, first things first. These wheels. Okay, so there's a release on the side. And that bounced out. I don't want to lose things. Make sure it stays there. Okay. So, gas pedal on this one. Oh, I have it disconnected for now. Here's my power wheel. Interesting. Let's see, what size? 14. Nope. 13. That's okay. Turn that, everything turns. Let's check out our gearbox. I'm going to confess I've never worked on one of these, but I don't see this as being too much of a problem. It's just a little motor. One wheel, boom. Holding it back, not going to happen. Oh, but I can slide it out. Oh, okay. That's an important part. Let's not lose that. And there was a washer there. Okay. Interesting. There's no teeth on here or teeth inside. How is that? That to me, it just doesn't make sense. How? Let's see. Screwdriver. Let's check out the condition of the gears and the motors. Are completely stripped. I just don't understand how this thing's supposed to work. That can't be right how it's engaging. I guess that comes out and the motor slides out. There's the When I first bought this cart, I thought it was perfect. Now I'm wishing I bought the one that was just a little wider. But still a good cart. So I put a piece of wood on top and I get a nice platform to work on. If I got the one that was wider, I wouldn't need that. I got it on sale for like 70 bucks a couple years ago. It's when I had one foot and I couldn't walk. Any other screws that I'm missing? There we go. So here's my gears. It's all plastic gears. Let's see that light. It's tight, but as this turns, it turns. Doesn't. It's still trying to push. All those teeth look good. Everything here looks good. This is placed like that. Not seeing anything on this. And that's the motor, how to disconnect more of these two screws. So everything here looks good. This came into here, sits on that, and this came this way. Set that way. So it just looks funky. I don't see how this is supposed to engage with a flat wheel. I have a feeling that the owner sabotaged this thing. They don't want nobody else using it after him. Could be wrong on that thought. But I mean, where's the steering wheel bolt? Where's one of the locks on the seat? Still don't care. But if what I believe is correct, means I'm about to find a wheel with gears on it. Actually, well, this is opened. That looks like a white lithium grease, so I would have to find some white lithium before, or white grease. That's the least of my worries at this point. Okay. A shisha. That's a funny commercial. Okay. Downfalls, I did buy a charger today for this. I think I'm just gonna go get a small trickle charger with an automatic float and 2 spade connectors, but I wanted to get something that my wife could just plug in. I don't see anywhere on this thing to plug a charger in. I don't know if I'm missing it or what, but okay, so there's the motor. Now, boom. Look what they did. That sneaky guy that was getting rid of it. He didn't want anybody else to use it. So he figured when somebody would test it, it wouldn't work. So he put the power wheel in the front. Suck. Okay. Just pretty much just pry that piece right out. look at that. Whoever this guy is that threw this thing away, I'm gonna say he's not a good person. Why would somebody sabotage something they were throwing away? But right here's my power connection. This way it can engage. Just didn't make sense. Now, is there a certain spot it has to engage on? Doesn't matter as long as it engages. Okay. Let's put a wheel up front. Okay. Now this motor just sits in here. Okay. Now the power wheel. I never took this off. Something might be in it, but I don't care. Power wheel goes in. This has to go straight. It's not going to go through. I'm actually a little disappointed here, because I actually thought that I was going to have to order that motor. Okay, here is a washer and a nut. Okay, it's just missing. The hubcap. Didn't make it. The wheel's still staying on that gearbox. So this guy really wanted to make sure that after his kid, nobody could enjoy this, and it made its way all the way to the junkyard. Well, I guess I'm spoiling that guy's plans. And I don't feel bad at all. My daughter is gonna love this thing. She wants this. Right now I don't have a garage for me to waste money on a brand new one. But to me, this is not wasting money on a new one. My ratchets. Okay, so this won't sink in all the way. This part wants to be just a slightly bit stubborn. That doesn't make any sense though. Pushing itself out. Okay, and that we'll have that sunk in all the way. Now it can't turn. It looks like there might have been a washer here once. Okay, so I'm just going to loosen them both just a little. I'll be back. Okay, so with a little fighting, I was able to get this on. I'm going to say, if you want to get the washer back on when you're putting this together, it's not easy. I figured, why film 15-20 minutes of me struggling and fighting with it when that's just, who's going to want to sit there and watch that? So now this is together, and this pulled all the way in also, so that also helped as I got it all the way in. I was able to get it to catch, and I mean, it's on the lock threads. This side's about even. Let's see, do I get any more turns? Or that's pretty tight, so I'm not sure what the torque's supposed to be on that, but I don't want to break or snap anything. Now, since this previous owner seems not to be the nicest person when he's throwing something away, make sure this wheel doesn't fall off on my daughter. Just make sure it's tight. Okay. Better. Seemed a little bit on the looser side. Good. I actually feel this guy didn't care if whoever its next owner My daughter was playing on here, so 7 though. I know the whole thing is turning. So okay. Not that worried about that. That's why I'm not putting anything on there. It's all turning together. I'm gonna leave it how it is. I'm hoping this guy wasn't that much. Hoping that, like, oh, I don't want nobody to ever enjoy this again since my kid has outgrown it. Only thing I wish was there was a way to plug in to this charger, and I'm not seeing it as I look around on this car. Any way to get a power adapter into this. Nothing on the bottom, not like there's a panel that could open up. I didn't look at the motor when it was off, but let's see what kind of amps this thing pulls. Okay. Alright. Let's get this thing back together. I always have a lot of cleaning to do down here, but the problem is I always have too many projects to work on. I have that clamp. And the centerpiece doesn't even look like it's meant to like lock it down or anything. Or maybe I'm almost wondering if I'm gonna screw it up. It doesn't have much movement at all because the electric's right there. These just clip right back in. I need to get the screwdriver to put that down. Unlock is in this position somewhere. Okay, seat's locked. I'll have to find something for that side. Okay. Okay, so since this has a hex, this would be better if I didn't have a lock washer. Hope this doesn't make this harder to do. Right about there. Okay, it's going in. Now the hex. Pulled through. It should be. Doing it backwards is always fun. Okay. I should just use the cotter pin, but there we go. At least that's fastened for now. And it drives. Thanks for watching. I'm sure my daughter's gonna love this. It's the end of the summer, and in case she outgrows it, I didn't waste any money on it. I mean, I'm gonna have to get a battery charger, but that's not a problem. I mean, I tried to buy one today. The problem is the plug. This plug and the plug in here are different. Let's see how this is. So I think I'm gonna probably do is just cut this wire, cut this plug off with 2 spade connectors on here. With 2 spade connectors, just plug it straight into here, the 2 spades, boom, to recharge. Right into here, boom, to recharge. Till next time.